and welcome back! Today we're doing puzzle number 88 from the Fiendish Logic Puzzle book from Puzzle Baron and Stephen P. Ryder. This one's called Digital Cameras, and you might be saying, hey, I'm seeing double here. 4 videos. No, I have done puzzle number 88 before on this channel. If you look at some of my first videos, this is from the first time I did this book. But since I'm working through it again, I don't remember the answers, and I haven't rewatched the video, so I think I should be of clear mind to try again, and hopefully we can beat that time. I think the least it could have been was 50 minutes, so let's see if we can beat that. And if you don't want to rewatch a repeat, then watch one of my other videos. It's completely up to you. Alright, so we have 7 cameras from 7 companies with 7 different revolutions, and they come at 7 different prices in increments of 25 bucks. So number 1, the $550 camera, which is the cheapest, is either Tele G5 or the resolution of 26 megapixels. So the cheapest either has the most megapixels or it's Tele G5. Number 2. The 15 megapixel camera costs less than the 12 megapixels. Okay, we have an incomplete list clue. The $625 camera, the 20 megapixels, the MX827, and the 2 made by Lirios and Torvia are all different. So none of these can be 625. None of these can be 20 megapixels. And then it can't be MX827. All right. The Nectron camera costs $25 less than DM 5000. Nectron. So Nectron isn't DM. It costs $25 less. Of the Banyan model and the CF25. One has a resolution of 24 megapixels and the other costs $650. So Banyan is not that. And 24 is not $650. Number 6, well, let's see. Nectron costs $25. Then DM. And the 12 megapixel camera costs $25 less than Xenix 2C. That means Xenix can't be 12. Xenix can't be the cheapest. 12 can't be, oh, let's see, 12 megapixels already is more than that, but it's less than Zenith. 15. Okay. So Xenix also can't be 15. And there we go. That also tells us, as you can probably already see, Nectron camera cannot be 12 megapixels because 25 more than Nectron is DM5000 and 25 more than 12 megapixels is Zenith 2C. So they're different cameras. The MX827, which is not Hanwha or Kober, cost $100 more than the Electra 6. So if the Electra 6 is the cheapest, then the least that MX can cost is $100 more than that, which would be $650. And if MX is the most expensive, the least Lectra 6 can cost is... There we go. Alright. The Hanwha model is either the 26 megapixel camera or the Tele G5. No, or the Lectra 6, pardon. I was looking at a different one. Hanwha is either 26 or Lectra 6. So Lectra 6 is not 26. Okay, and that also, let's see, no, that doesn't tell us. So Hanwha can be Lectra 6 or any camera that could be 26 megapixels, so not Tele G5. All right. Okay. MX. All right. DM5000. Well, okay, we have another 100 less, so let's write down the relationships. So MX 827 cost $100 more than Lectra 6. And then DM5000 costs $100 less than the lowest resolution, that's 10 megapixels, which isn't produced by Lyrios. So Lyrios is not 10 megapixels. All right, and $100 less. All right, now DM can't be the least expensive, so the least 10 megapixels can be is 100 more than 575 is 675, and then all right. And then I also want to add it here. So DM5000 is, yeah, 100 less than 10 megapixels. So Nectron can't be 10 megapixels either. Way off. Oh, in fact, of course, which means it can't be, doesn't line up, also can't be. All right, so MX827 is now either Daero or Banyan, so we're really narrowing it down. Okay, the 15 megapixel camera costs $25 more than Tele G5. Okay. More than Tele G5. All right, and then 15 megapixels. Then 12 has to be more than 15, and 12 is 25 less than Zen X2C. Oh, that also means, let's see, 15 and 12, of course, but Tele also can't be 15 or 12. Okay, The model made by Torvia is either the $650 camera or the one with the resolution of 24 megapixels. Now, that is interesting because if you take a look, excuse me, at clue number 5, $650 or 24 megapixels are the exact requirements for both the Banyan model and FC 520. Now, it has to be one of these two, and it obviously couldn't be Banyan. That means FC 520 is Torvia. Lovely. Okay. All right, either Lyrios or Banyan makes the Zenix 2C. There we go, Lyrios or Banyan. And finally, number 13, the most expensive model, which is 700, does not have a resolution of 18 megapixels. Okay. All right, that's a good first round. I want to clean up the board a bit. Then we'll start back at the top. All right. Great. Okay. The $550 one camera, the cheapest one, is either Tele G6 or has 26 megapixels. Let's see, do we know anything else about those? Tele G6 or the 26 megapixels? Okay. The 15 megapixel camera costs less than 12. Good. Okay, so 625, 20 megapixels. M287, 827, and Lyrios and Tova are all different. Of the Banyan model, an FC201, which is, of course, now we know Tovia. One is 24, the other is 650. So 650 can only be Banyan or Tovia. We have two in the same category now. Okay, good. Same for 24 megapixels. Good. Okay, MX or Electra 6. All right, what are we missing? I'm seeing a lot of 26 megapixels, but we haven't actually crossed anything out there, so. Okay, so the Hanwha is either 26 or Lectra 6. All right, how about this? Let's see. So 575 can only be Nectron or DM 5000, right? So, because we've got it narrowed down to 2 each, and I've explained this a million times. So how do we, let's see. So 575 can only be DM 5000 or any camera that Nectron can be. So not F2, not this one, not that one. Well, we got rid of that, and that is Torvia, right? So I can get rid of that. And which cameras can, yeah, okay. Well, we got rid of that, so that's something. Oh, wait. So, Torvia, we have that now, so that can't be 20 megapixels. FCT can't be 20 megapixels or 625, we have that. So that's something. Okay, the Torvia camera has to either be 24 megapixels or any resolution that 650 can be, so not 10. That's, and the same thing would go to Banyan, right? Oh, I didn't realize this because I was thinking Lectra was a company, but it's actually a camera. So 100 more than Lectra is MX 28287. 100 more than DM 5000 is 10 megapixels. Since these are different cameras, and these MX can't be 10 megapixels, right? Because 100 less than this is Lectra, 100 less than this is a different one. Okay, so now 10 megapixels can only be G290 or ZX2X. And I think we know enough about ZX2X, so we can maybe figure that out. Let's see. It's either Lirios or Banyan, we know that. ZX2X. I guess, let's see. No, that's not helpful. Okay, how about this? Okay, so we established that okay, we're trying to figure out if ZX2X could be 10 megapixels, because if not, then we'll have it found. MP, question mark? Now, in order for that to be true, 100 less than ZX2X would have to be Nectron. So, 25 is a 50. So we can only guarantee 75. We don't know how much less the 15 is. So I guess we can't... Oh, no, wait, not Nectron. DM500. Not that it matters, because we're not there anyway. Alright, when in doubt, start back at the top. 550 has to be either 26 megapixels or Taylor G5. Oh, how about this? 550, the cheapest one. No, that's not helpful. I was gonna say 26 megapixels or any resolution that Taylor G5 could be, but we're already there. Or 5500 has to be Taylor G5 or any camera that could have a 26 resolution. So not Lectra 6, because Lectra 6 because of this one. Okay, so that's something. And actually that's great, because Lectra 6 is $100 less than MX827. Okay, great. You know, that's interesting. So now we have both MX827 and 10 megapixels can only be 625 or 700, but they can't be the same. M287 can't be 10 megapixels. Why is that again? Let me just look at my relationships. Oh, of course, because 100 less than that is Lectra, 100 less than this is DAM. So that tells me that these two values, 675 and 700, have to either be MX 827, or any camera that could have a resolution of 10 megapixels, which is pretty limited, so we can get rid of this. And actually, that's about it, but that's still something, especially because that's Torvia. You know anything else about Torvia? Doesn't matter. Okay, 15 cost less than 12. Okay. Nextron costs 25 less than DM. Banyan and Tovia, one is 24, the other costs 650. Anything else about the 24 megapixel? Because that's pretty... No. Not very helpful. Oh, hey. How about that? Well, by the same logic we had here with 10 megapixels and MX825, well, different logic actually. DM5000 and Lectra 6 both can only be 575 or 600, so no one else could take those slots. Alright. Alright, and how does that affect? Okay, so Tala G5 is 25 less than 15 megapixels, so good. It doesn't overlap, but it's good. Okay, how about this? Lyrios cannot be MX827 because of the clue number 3. It also can't be 10 megapixels because of this one, so it can't be 675 or 700. So get rid of that. Hmm. Normally I'd pause the video here and do some thinking or walk away and take a break, but since I did say at the top of the video I would try to beat my time from last time, I am incentivized to be honest. Okay. Oh, wait. Torvia FC 200 can't be 600? Yes. So Torvia can't be 600. No, Torvia can either be 650 or 24 megapixels if 24 megapixels is 550. But, okay, how about this? Okay, got it. Maybe. Okay, I think we need a tree. Ooh, Torvia. That can now either be 650 or 550. Now, if it's 550, it would have to be the Tela G5 or 26 megapixels. But Torvia can't be the Tela G5. We already know it's FC 520. Now, but if it's 650, but so if it was 550, it would have to be 26 megapixels. But other side of the tree will do. If it's not 650, and I know that's not how a tree works. If it's not 650, then it would have to be 24 megapixels. Yeah. That's more like how a tree would work. So Torvia has to be 650 or the 24 megapixels. But if it was 550, it couldn't be Tela G5, and it couldn't be 26 megapixels, so it can't be 550. Right? Because it either has to be 650, or if it's a different one, it has to be 24. If it's 550, it has to be 26, so it couldn't be 24. So that gives us our Torvia, and that means Torvia is the 650, and that means this FC52 is the 650, and Banyan is the 24 megapixels. Lovely. Okay. There we go. And right there. Perfect. All right. Lyrios or Banyan makes the ZX2C. So any resolution that can't be Lyrios or Banyan can't be Zenith 2C. All right, so Banyan and Lyrios both can't be 10 megapixels. That gives us our 10 megapixels. It's the G290. And that, of course, gives us our 550. It's Tele G5, just as foretold. Not the 26 megapixels. And that gives us our Zenix 260, Zenix 2C, which can't be 12, 15, or 20. Good. Zenix 2C is 25 more than 12, which has to be more than 15, which is, yep, good, all good there. Lovely. Let's fill in this chart a bit. Why was this the one I started with? It's so hard to pronounce all these names. And 15 here. All right, and the Zenix 2C cannot be Lyrios, so it must be Banyan. And if Banyan is the Zenix 2C, that means the MX825 is Daero. Which means it's on the list. We found it. Good. Then, no, we don't have lecture C yet. So Hanwha is either 26 or lecture C. So anything that can't be both, well, you get the idea. Can't be lecture C, can't be 26. Right, we got that one actually. So 625 is Banyan. So, let's see. It's the 20 megapixel one. Aha, look at that. There's only one left to be the 20 megapixel. It's Tela G5. So that's found on the list. Right. Anyway. It's 26. Right, this can't be 24. And that should give us, yes, our 24 is Zenith 26. 24, 24, 24, doesn't matter. Well, it's banging, but so it's on the list. Okay. Okay. Let's clean up the board. Okay, so we have our, let's see, the first one is Tela G5, 20 resolution, and 550. That's Tela G5, good. Then we have 15 megapixels, which is DM5000 or Electra 6. So Hanwha has to either be Lectra 6 or any camera that could be 26 megapixels. So that does get rid of the G90. Hanwha can't be G90 because that's 10 megapixels. G290. That's 10 megapixels, not 26. And it's obviously not the Lectra 6. So that tells us our 10 megapixel G290 is Cobra. Great. And that means Cobra gets narrowed down all the way to there. That gives us our Nectron, which is 25 less than DM5000. Which is 100 less than the Cobra that we just talked about, the 10 megapixels. And that gives us our, yep. And then the arrow. And Lectra 6 becomes 12. DM 5000 becomes 15. Alright, so the first one is 550, and that's Nectron with the Tele G5 and 20. Then 575, let's see, Lyrios. Well, Lyrios is on the list, right? No, that doesn't help, actually. You have Hanwha. Hanwha has to be Lectra 6, which could be here. Aha! Okay, so now Hanwha doesn't line up with 26 megapixels. So it must be Lectra 6. And Lectra 6 is right here. That means Lyrios is right there. So 575 is Lyrios with the DM5000 and 15 megapixels, pardon. Backwards there. Then, 18 and 26. Good. Right. Oh, and Nectron. That would be, so Cobra and Hanwha are the ones that aren't on the list, if you're wondering. And speaking of Hanwha, that's our 600 for our Lectra 6 and 12 megapixels. Then for 625 we have Banyan, who has the Xenix 2C at 24 megapixels. Then 650 is Torvia with the FC 520 and 18 megapixels. Then Cobra with the G290 and 10 megapixels. And finally, the most expensive is Darrow with the MX827 at 26 megapixels. Now let's check our answers in the back of the book. Okay, I see Nectron, Lyrios, Hanwha, Banyan, Torvia, Cobra, and Darrow. Good. Tela, DM, Lectra, Zenith, Xenix, FCGMX. Good. And then finally 20, 15, 12, 24, 18, 10, and 26. We got it. All right, let me check my time. No, I don't think we beat my time. Well, that's disappointing. After doing 100 puzzles, give or take, I haven't gotten any better. Well, times like this, all you could do is laugh. And voila! I'll see you for another repeat puzzle for number 98. And of course, you'll get some fresh ones in between then. Yep, 98, 99. All right.